Live and girls, we're live. Just gotta make sure we are live, of course. You know me. To make sure everything is running smoothly. To make sure everything is running. All right, we are good to go. So I am back with my NBA predictions and basketball breakdown. If you know how this show works with me, we get into the basketball breakdown. We break down last night's games first. Let's get into it. So, Jose Alvarado from the Pelicans had a big night for himself. He had 13 points, 4 assists, and 4 steals. Had his four steals career high, 13 points career high, in a win over the Knicks, 102-91. Pelicans beat the Knicks. Big win here for them, honestly. The Knicks should have beat the brakes off them, but they didn't. And talking about games where a team should have won. If you guys know me, you know I'm a Golden State Warriors fan till I die. And we lost an easy game. A game, simply put, against a G League team. They had none of their star players. How did we lose this one? Last night I lost my voice, and I lost most of my patience with this team. We should have beat this team, and we did not. The Pacers beat the Warriors in an overtime game, 121-117. Chris Duarte had 27.7 rebounds and 3 steals. 15 seconds left in the game. I'm really going to break this down because it's my team and I care. 15 seconds left in the game. We've hit a 3 on the other side. They have to hit a 3 to tie, and we'll have time after to make a shot. We can force them to make a 2. For some reason, I love Steph Curry. His defense has gotten better. It's gone leaps and bounds this season. His defense has gotten better. GP2, Gary Payton II, had multiple steals that game, and we did not keep him in the game. We didn't bring him back into the game for defense at all. I feel like he should have been on ball and on Holiday before he hit that big 3. For some reason, Steve Kerr, looking at you, you took him out of the game for some reason. You would have kept him in. They wouldn't have made the 3. We could have got a steal, or they wouldn't have made a 3, or they would have made a contested 3. Instead, he gets a jack up a 3, and we go to overtime, and we lose. Next time, keep our defense in. We don't need offensive players out there for a defensive possession. We need defensive players out there. So keep GP2, Gary Payton II, out there for defense, and we could have just ran the clock down and hit 3 throws, and we could have got out of there with a win. So I'm hoping tonight is a different story, and I hope we win. Because that's a team we should have beat the brakes off. We should have been up 50 on them. Instead, they keep it close with us. They take the game over, and they win in overtime. And it just can't happen. So there's my little spurt about my team. On to the next one. Chris Paul and the Suns beat the Mavericks 109-101. Chris Paul had 20 points, 11 assists, and 2 steals. Chris Paul is still doing things at a great age. Great for him. Now let's get on to tonight's predictions for our Friday night games. Looking at all the games right here. There's ones that go lower down here, and we're going to go over here. But first, you know as we do, starting on the east side, we got the Miami Heat versus the Hawks, and you might have seen I predicted this in my Wednesday games because I thought it was still Wednesday, but it wasn't. And I took the Miami Heat, and I'm still taking the Miami Heat. They're without Kyle Lowry, they're without Tyler Hero, but they will still get the win, in my opinion. They are the Miami Heat. Even though they are away, it does not matter. They have Bam Adebayo back. Jimmy Butler's playing at a great level. They got PJ Tucker for defense. They got Duncan Robinson for threes. They're hitting threes at a crazy clip. And the Hawks still aren't full, and they're without Clint Capella, so the Heat will be able to penetrate the paint and get whatever they want inside and outside. So I got the Heat picking up the win over the Hawks tonight. Then we got it. This would be an interesting matchup right here if the Bulls were healthy, which they are not, and the Bucks are at home. Taking the Bucks here. Too much size for the Bulls. The Bulls will have it enough. They have DeMar DeRozan and people like that to keep it interesting, but the Bucks should win this one handily and be able to go inside the paint just like the Heat will be able to. So I got the Bucks winning against the Bulls at home. Book it. Then we got the Raptors versus the Wizards, which their games are always very close. The Raptors are dealing with a little bit of injuries, nothing too major. They still don't have Gary Trent Jr., which I think he's a really good core piece for them. I always thought he was underrated on the Trailblazers, but that's neither here nor there. But I got the Wizards winning this one. They're the most healthy in the NBA right now. They have no people in COVID, no people in injury protocol, so they'll be good to go. Fresh, at home. They're playing great. Underrated team. And yeah, I think the Wizards will pick up a win over the Raptors here tonight. Then we look at our West Side games. Throw it up. Wearing the Tupac shirt, you know what I'm saying? Repping West Side. But we got the Grizzlies versus the Nuggets. Another game that would be interesting if the Grizzlies had all their players. But I'm taking the Nuggets here to get a win at home. I just feel like, again, too much size. Jokic is playing great. But you know Ja Morant, as I always say, never sleep on the Grizzlies, man. Ja Morant and them kids can surprise you. So, Ja Morant and his boys will keep it interesting. But I still got the Nuggets after the Nuggets got an impressive win over the LA Clippers in overtime. That game was great. Watched it. Obviously, you know me. I do not bet on my Warriors games. Don't want to jinx them either way. But I hope we get a win here. Fingers crossed for my team. Let's get our head in the game. Play serious, boys. Don't take anybody lightly. And we should be able to get a win even though we're on a back-to-back night. We should be able to get a win. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Then we go to these Friday games right here. Hornets at Thunder. Or Thunder at Hornets, I should say. I'll take the Hornets here. The Hornets have been playing great basketball. Beat the Celtics at the Celtics house. Great win. Thunder, they can surprise you, but I just don't think they have enough firepower to deal with the Hornets. The Hornets have too many shooters, too many big bodies, too many lob threats. It's just too much to deal with. Should be a good one, though. But I got the Hornets in a blowout. Then we got Lakers versus Magic. I love watching the Lakers lose. Not really a big LeBron fan. I respect everything he's done, but I'm still just not a fan of him. Of course, you're going to say that because I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. It's not because I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. He won that series fair and square. We fudged up in that, but Anyways, we got Lakers versus Magic. I got the Magic here. What's funny is Frank Vogel's butt is on the line here. With a possible loss, he could be out of there. He should have been out of there a long time ago. They should have fixed their roster a long time ago. That's neither here nor there, though. But I got the Magic. These kids play every possession like it's their last. They're playing serious out there. They somehow know how to stick around in games. Franz Wagner's playing great for them. Young rookie. Cole Anthony. They got Jalen Suggs back. I think it's too much. I think they're too young. They're too quick. And usually when Lakers come up against a young and quick team, they can't handle it. So I got the Magic here at home, taking a win. And Frank Vogel, most likely, being fired. Then we got Clippers and 76ers, and I was actually surprisingly going around this, and it's hard to take. I know you'd think 76ers is an easy one, but I'm going to go Clippers on the road here. They had a close game against the Nuggets, which the Nuggets, in team depth and everything, are kind of like 76ers. They built their team around a big man and such, and I know you're saying the Nuggets beat the Clippers, yes, but in a close one. Plus, the Clippers have really good defense. I'm pretty sure they have 5th in defensive rating. So, I got the Clippers taking a shocking win against the 76ers, but never dealt the 76ers, of course. These are just my predictions. You guys let me know your predictions in the comments below, but I'll take the Clippers here in a close game. Come down right to the wire. Then we got the Trailblazers versus Celtics. Trailblazers play no defense. Celtics play defense and offense. Taking the Celtics here. Trailblazers, they'll be able to get what they want if they want it. The difference is the Celtics can get whatever they want when they want it. So I got the Celtics taking this one. Too much size. They're clicking on all cylinders even though they just came up against the loss. They can take the Trailblazers. Trailblazers are all offense, no defense. Then we got the Nets versus the Spurs. Spurs, like I said before in multiple videos of mine, multiple episodes of mine in my basketball breakdowns and NBA predictions, the Spurs play phenomenal at home. And I see that continuing against a Nets team that's just riddled with injury. No Harris, no Kevin Durant, no Millsap. Millsap's actually going to be going to a different team because he wants to contribute more to a team. I would just sit around and take a ring. That's just me. But Kyrie Irving and James Harden will be playing this game, but I don't think it'll be enough to play against the Spurs. The Spurs are really great at getting steals, really great at running the ball right down your throat. I got the Spurs here. We got the Detroit Pistons facing the Jazz, which is just, it's a mystery. How are they losing games? They have the same roster. Rudy Gobert's back. You're wondering, like, what's their problem? I can't really tell you. I think they're just in a funk, but I think they get out of this funk here. I got the Jazz winning at home. I think the Pistons are really, honestly, like they're like a shocking team. They can either win or they can lose. It's a flip flop. They either win or lose. They keep it close or they don't keep it close. I think they can keep this one close enough for some reason. I just got an itchy feeling that they're going to keep it close enough. But I got the Jazz winning at home here. And yeah, guys and girls, these were all my predictions for the Friday night games. Cheryl scroll up so you can just see again all the Friday night games. And yeah, it's been your boy King Kife.